case is 4, 6 or 8, then Z is equal to C. And if these above cases doesn't appear, then Z is equal to X. So in this way, the case logic do the execution. I hope you have now understanding of these case statements. So let's move to the next slide for the study of loop statement. Again, the basic definition says that these are the statements which are used in the cases whenever an operation is needed to be repeated. Now the purpose of these statements is clear, that these are used when there is need of some repetition in the logic. As you see its syntax, which says that these loop statements are executed as per while loop or for loop. Since there are sequence of statements which are needed to be executed, so sometimes one loop works better than the other. Let's take an example. The first example shows a for loop where loop parameter takes one of the values from 0 to 3. As you see, when Z is equal to 0, 0, 0, 0, then I varies from 0 to 3 in sequence. So the loop logic is defined in such a way that when A is equal to I, then Z is equal to 1, and the loop goes on for different values of I. Let's take second example where the loop tests the condition for A low and A high, and temp is equal to temp X or AI. Otherwise, odd is equal to temp in this case. So in this way, this loop logic tests few conditions, else other condition is executed for the given parameter range. So I hope you have now understanding of this topic of loop statements. Now let's move to the next slide for the study of next statement. So the very basic question is, what is the meaning of next statement? These statements are iterative in nature. So we can say that these statements allows to skip a part of an iteration loop. What it means? Its meaning is clear from its purpose. The main purpose is that these statements helps to skip a part of an iterative loop. As you see its syntax, which says that next statement loop is executed according to the when conditional logic. So when one loop condition is not there, the next statement is executed inside the loop. Let's take few examples of next statement. The first example says that for I from 0 to 7, the loop is executed in such a way that if skip is equal to I, then next condition is executed, as the next condition is executed. That is, program logic wait for 5 nanosecond and the next for loop condition is executed. Again, for next I value, then procedure continues as explained above. Take a second example where the next logic is executed inside the for loop and the values of A is equal to I and Z is equal to I, and the loop continues. So in this way, the next statement as per the sequential logic of for loop is used. So I hope you have now understanding of this loop is used. So I hope you have now understanding of this topic. Next statement. So let's move to the next slide for the study of exit statement. Again, the definition says that these statements are used to terminate a loop. That means these statements are used to finish the current loop statement or exit from the present loop. So purpose is clear regarding these exit statements. It means these exit statements are used to exit from the various loops, that is for, while or infinite loop. As you see its syntax, which says that exit statements are used in three different ways: either directly exit, or exit with some loop label, or exit with some loop label and condition. As you see the first example on right, the exit statement is used just to finish the loop, which is basically for loop here, having different varying values of I from 0 to 7. So this statement breaks this for loop. As you see in the second example, the loop exit when I is equal to 4. So whenever there is some conditional check, then this exit statement can break the loop. So also this can be used to test a specific condition, and it closes the further processing of the loop. So exit statements may test a Boolean condition directly using the when keyword, as discussed above. I hope you have now thorough understanding of exit statements. Now let's move to the next slide for the study of wait statement. Now the very basic question, the definition. The definition of wait statement says that the wait statement is that which suspends the execution of the process or procedure in which it is specified. This means this statement suspends the process until some conditions are met. Now what is its purpose? The main purpose of these statements is that they suspend the current execution, so it tests few conditions. If those conditions are not met, then the process will not execute, and any other statements, else it can execute the other statements, and the process program is resumed. As you see its syntax, which says that a wait statement can be applied in different ways. As you see, it can be applied along with some condition, or it can be applied along with some signal list, or for some time, or alone as wait statement, as seen on the right. Let's study few examples. The first example says that the wait statement CV is applied on AB, or it can be applied until some condition is met, like x is less than 10, or for the time like 10 nanoseconds, or in the combined way, all specified on single statement, that is wait on A until x is less than 10 for 10 nanoseconds, or it can be applied as per the clock logic, high or low, or rising edge of the clock. Similar concept is specified in example 2, where the wait statement is applied until clock becomes 1 and the Q1 is equal to D1. So this logic goes on until clock is low. I hope you have now understanding of this topic of wait statement. Let's move to the next slide.